Hello, everybody. It's the Delaney Show. Oops, I I forgot my tablet. Be right back. Okay, now we're back. Forgot my tablet so I could see the words. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Melina. Hi, Mary. Hi, Lori. I brought her stuff in. We have her bottle right here. We have her formula. Then I left my stuff out there. And how's everybody doing today? Hi, Randy. I started without you. Oh, I started and then had to go run. It's like it's not switching over to mine. I don't know why. Oh. Sewing my last row on the Hunter Star. Good job. We gotta get her apparatus unplugged. It's like it's near her nap time, but not necessarily it. You need one of them bibs? Oh, believe me, by the end of the day, so do I. I get all done and I look back and I go, okay. I have spit here, I have spit there. Trying to find something that I can sew on that's easy today. And it's going to be, and I forgot to grab a block off the wall. She's looking at everything. Everything has to have her approval. You know how that goes. Let's put you up here so you can watch yourself up there. Trying to get everything. When I think I have everything done, and then I go, oh, I didn't do this. And hello, Dorlyn. But I finished the binding on a quilt last night, and I decided that I would check see how this purple backing worked, how much it was going to run, because purple is near the red and the blue is used. So I washed this quilt, and it has this dark purple backing. I put in 2 color catchers, and here's the colors of them. One's darker than the other. One caught more color. These used to be white, so it didn't bleed much at all. But boy, the shrinkage. It's like, Melanie, I'm putting columns together. Me not to do that, whatever. Remind you not to do that again. Oh, the one I'm working on next, it's like the flower one, press flower, is not quite ready yet. Okay. Okay, Maureen. At least we know you're here. Yeah, there's quite a few different quilts that we've said over the years. Remind me not to do that again. And then it used to be when I first started quilting, I hated the half square triangles, but it's the most used thing in any quilt. So you have to just learn to love them, unfortunately. All those 45s. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see the pressed flower up there on the wall. And I got the pinwheel row added on. It's on both of them. It's now too long to hang off of my design wall. But that's the wild and crazy pinwheels. Along with the wild and crazy little girl right here. Yeah. There's Auntie Terry. Thank you, Mary. Yeah. What did you do with your ball? I guess I can't call it a ball. It's barbells. I don't see where she dropped it. But it's like, yeah. Now I'm going to tell you on the shrinkage of this. If you ever need a quilt that's exact numbers, it started out before it went to the long arm. It was 70 by 81. When it got done with the long arm, it went 68 in width and 80 and 3. Oh, it lost 2 inches in width, but only lost a quarter of an inch in length. Then when I washed it, I went from 68 down to almost 66 and from 80 to 76. So it is now a 66 by 76 quilt that started out at 70 by 81 before any quilting and washing. So if you need an exact everything, you got to add. Unfortunately, you have to make your quilts even bigger. It's a terrible thing to say, but we have to make them bigger. So it's like how that's gonna. That one's just a throw. And because every time you sew, when you long arm on it, the more you long arm on it, it will get narrower and shorter. And then after the binding, I put in and okay, thank you, Melanie. But it's just one of those things. You just don't know the shrinkage. Because it's like I've never went back and remeasured my king size. Because I made it 120 wide. I don't know how much it shrank. Because I never think to go back and measure. Just one of those things. Yeah. Hey, you're allowed to drink on the show. We can't drink on the show, but you can drink on the show. Whoops. So I'm trying to make my quilt that's going to go, my next one, trying to make it big enough. I guess I'm just going to add extra border because I don't have room for a whole nother block. Just like this here, because I know it shrinks. That one did in length so much. You want that? But the next one, everybody's going to think I'm crazy, but the colors are red, black, and gray. It's like a red print, a gray print, and this print. And this is just a simple, I call it a quarter square log cabin block because you only build off of two sides. What size is my frame? What, my long arm? I can't make a big quilt on my long arm. I have to get a new. Mine only goes out 48 wide. So I try to have as much shrinkage as I can done. That's why I started kind of starching them, I guess I would call it. Because it does make a quarter of an inch difference in just about every 10 inches. Hi, yo, Patty. No, I don't have the cutie frame. I have, oh my gosh, now I just went brain dead. I have the little buddy onto. I don't think it's a cute. Is it a cutie frame? It's on the back. I'd have to go read it. But it's a handy quilter. And it's like a six foot. It takes up 6 foot of space, is what they recommend. So you got room to crank the wheels and whatnot. But it's 5 feet across on the flat bar part, and I can go up to 48 inches. But if I want to free motion it, I can go bigger because I can slide it down or up on the frame. Just release the Velcro leaders off, and then I can move it down one way or the other and finish the outside edge. But I make my bigger quilts in 3 parts. The 48 in the middle, and then up to 48 more on each for the other 2. And then I put them back together as quilt as you go, which is just a small, you have to plan everything ahead of time. It's just a small strip like this on front and back, and then put batting back in. But then I end up on the back, more hand stitching. You're fine. Is that what the frame's called? It's like, I don't think about it because it's back there. All I know is the frame went up in price. Ridiculous. It was $750 when I bought the frame, and now it's over $1,000. But hi, June. Hi, Kathy. As soon as she gets most of this bottle done, I'll lay her back down. Because I know she'll go to sleep for a little bit. But I have some of these blocks done. It's just, they're stacked up there on the wall. I have the elephant over top of them because she loves staring at the elephant. And then the flower blocks went over top of the elephant. So I can see not even half of the elephant. Yeah. See, my frame, when it was first designed, that's what, it has the 16-inch throat. That's what it was designed, like the cutie frames, where you move your quilt around. I don't have the patience for that. Yes, ma'am. I don't have the patience for keep shifting it around. Because those you have to sandwich, put the pins in, and get them ready. The tuxedo rose. It's like, let me sit this quilt off over. I know I just washed it, but I'm going to throw it over on the floor so I can get her bed here by me. Okay, I'm going to lay you down and then give you back your baba. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Get your hands up here. Get the hands on those handles. Before I get everything there, I need to get the blanket out here. Yeah. But, and this one here takes 8.5-inch square, 8.5 of your first color, and a 10.5, and then a 10.5 and 12.5 of your second color. I can put them out here in groups of 2. Now that I don't have little hands grabbing everything. And I'm cooking dinner for the family tonight at the same time. I have the cube steaks and the tenderloins in the oven right now. When I'm done, I will add mushroom soup to make a nice mushroom gravy. And then we'll have baby reds, because that's all that's available. Our baby reds. Green beans, garlic bread, and then dessert, we're going to have strawberry floats. That's my menu for today. She gets a bottle. Thank you. Hi, Araceli. Yeah, mine's purple. Of course, mine's purple. It's right here behind me. And all the pins in it are purple. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Rita. Hi, Barbara. Oh, yeah, you got a minute to join. I'm glad. I forgot. My arm's empty now. I can put this down a little. Gotta remember what I'm doing. I don't normally have my arm open. I'm not used to having 2 arms on this day. But I tried bringing everything in. Barbara tried using bot bias binding yesterday, still laughing at the mess you have. Oh no. I am not I'm not into the pre-made. My friend was given several yards of one color. I mean, several yards. Well, my sister-in-law, she works for a factory that makes different blankets and stuff. And she goes, "Why are you not machine stitching down your binding?" I says, "Because I don't like it." I says, "That's a store thing. You got 2 shoe boxes. Let's get me back." I'm back. I'm a quarter square log cabin with an 8.5 inch block, 8.5 inch piece, 10.5, 10.5, 12.5. Hi, Susan, you're out. I see somebody saying hi to Susan. A couple people. She's unpacking her stuff right now. I have exciting news, but dread the work involved. Oh no. What do you got to do? Hi, Lisa. You're new to the channel. Thank you. Thank you for joining. As Randy says, I have more grandma now than sewer. I'm more great grandma now than sewer. She's over here laying in the bed beside me. My helper, or the co-star, whichever we want to call her. I'm moving. Oh no. I had that weird, it's like, I had a dream I won $450,000. Bus duty time. Okay, Cheryl. I'm lucky mine gets dropped off here. But yeah, I bought a house out of town and then I had to move all this. And I've been here since 1984, I think it is. And I would not want to move it. It's like more than one in it is the primary URL. Send one stream. Am I froze again? Nope. I'm not saying I'm froze on this side. I have someone in using. I could be buffering back and forth. I don't either. I wish I had money for someone else to come pack it up and deliver it. Rita, I think that is why I go through stuff every couple of years, figure normal stuff if I have not even touched in a year. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. But it's a good thing I didn't get rid of everything because I have an order for a quilt that I'm going to use. The fabric that I was trying to sell in the yard sale needs to be a manly print, and both those prints that I had out there are manly prints. So now I take the shortest one of the two. Well, that doesn't work when they're both the same length. I can't even count to 12 and a half. I know I have one extra. Take this out. Take this 12 and a half out of the pile. And then I've been putting 2-inch squares as I get them, putting them in there. But I just have to make, I think, just 50 of these. That's what the quilt thing says. And the 50 will be, I already forget how, what by what. I should write that down on this piece of paper. Glad that magnet holds them really well. That's one thing about these magnet pincushions. They hold really well. But little hands can still pull them off. The only totes I have from the dollar store are the shoe totes. It says I'm back. Let's see if it brings me back. Yep, it brought me back. I don't know why it's doing it. Unless it's because there is a secondary machine on my internet. She's so cute sleeping there. But the piece is large enough to get 150 of the cards. I was amazed. Okay. Barbara. Oh, I have shoe totes from the dollar store for my scraps too. I have 4 bookcases full of yardage, all 1 yard or more, and then the rest, LOL. Dresser drawers are full. I am trying not to add fabric any place but what I can see right here. I cannot buy unless it's something needed to finish. And that's usually the backing or borders. But I have extra of all of this. When I bought this black print here, I bought, I think it was 3 yards, and then I wasn't sure if it was going to be enough. So I went back. It was a brand new bolt. And when I went back, luckily, they had just over 2 yards left. So I just bought it because I'm not sure what I need. So I can use it as border, binding, whatever I have to do. I'll have extra of, a little bit extra of the red and the gray also. When you don't know what you're making, but you want this print, you just buy what you have. You got a lot of gingham. I made a all gingham quilt as a donation quilt or a baby quilt, but it was donated. I didn't have anybody at the time that was really needing it, and I felt the gingham was a little thin. Yeah, I put mine in priorities. I made me a list. I want to start something, but no better. I need to start packing. Yeah, but yeah, I have mine in stacks of what I need. And I'm even starting to put them in the totes because my tote project bags are coming available. Because I just finished. 2 were long armed. The binding's done. 2 more are ready to go out. And then I have to start buying more backing fabric. Scraps just got way out of hand. I was able to make 6 scrappy California King quilts completed. Plus a scrappy Bargello. Not going to let that happen again. I planned mine to where I don't have a lot of scraps. That's my goal. Try to plan. It's always plan, plan, plan. It's like the Hunter Star. The 2 I just did was out of, it wasn't on my list, but the fabric was on my list. So see, this is the block that I made. It's just a quarter log cabin. Here's the big log cabin part. This is the home, and then 2 sides of the heart. I never know what I really want for backing. But I will quietly move some of this up here as my knee wants to give. Take the elephant down. And then I'll turn the camera now so you can see what I'm working on. Okay, here we go. The big reveal. And grab a couple pins. It's like they're stacked. This big square, see this big square? You just pretend it's all there, but it's stacked upon. And then this one goes, I think it goes right here. But it's just the way it's stacked now. And thank you. But yes, it's very standoutish. And then it's going to be like it's set when it's all done. The setting triangles will be white, like it's just on a pure white background. But that's what I'm working on now. Too shaky today to cut fabric, but okay, June. We'll have to check it out. Show me the, yeah. And everybody still, they couldn't believe that come from the Purple Girl, the quilt shop. They even called me up because my friend was picking up the fabric for me. And they go, "Are you sure?" They called me. Hey, are you sure that you're doing that? I need, but all the fabric's cut. All fits on the tray. And then I have, see, I have leftovers. Binding, borders, and the settings. Because I thought the setting triangles. So I'll probably do like a border of a small color, a color, and then back to the small color. Haven't figured out which color which way yet. That's down the road a ways. I've had this fabric, planning this since 2017. So I need to get it done. I planned this before my husband passed away. But I had so many quilts that we acquired on the, he was a shop hop-aholic, I guess we could call it. He loved going on shop hops. He loved going out, meeting the guy quilters. This one shop had a gentleman that he decided to just join his wife, like my husband decided, can't beat him, join him. Okay, Cheryl, I'll turn the camera again for you. Just a minute. There's the one I'm working on. It looks like giant stacked blocks. That the red, gray, black, and white one. No, you're fine, Cheryl. I just folded over the pressed flowers. Now they look like they're upside down. It's just the way they're stacked. They look like you put a square down and a square on top. So I work from the inside out. It's a floral everybody didn't think I would ever use. So it's just one of those things. We can't predict everything. When I seen it, I have to have it. And it's going to have a gray backing, I'm pretty sure. This is my biggest scrap I have from cutting the strips. I just add the little thing down there on the pile and go from there. I was wondering why it's kind of dark on one side of me. It's because I don't have the curtain open. So now I'll sit two out here again. Got both the grays, both the reds for block one, both the grays, both the reds. I try to do them in groups of two. It just works better that way for me. You're kind of chain piecing as we go. But it's just 8.5 inch square. And then two other colors that we got complimentary to go with the print. Darlene's making one of these also. While I was finishing up some of my other things, she started a foundation paper pieced one. Because I was trying to get little things done. Like some bindings, some other. Because I'm now delayed a little with having the great grand. But I wouldn't give her up. She's going to adjust to the sewing machine and my voice when I'm talking. because I could put her right outside the door, right there, if this was too noisy. But I can only do that for a while. Then we're going to have the playpen when she gets more rambunctious. A message from somebody. Oh, Cheryl sent a photo. Yeah, Cheryl's working on her string blocks. That's the one Cheryl's working on right now. It's like, try to keep it where it doesn't glare. Very pretty, Cheryl. But we got to just keep using up what we got. I try not to even put foot in a fabric store. If I need needles, I know I can order them online. Yeah. See, that's just, I don't like, if we do patterns and everybody's got one. I don't care if someone has one similar. It's just I don't want mine identical to somebody else's. And you see that my pressed flowers, I went off the pattern. I didn't do the setting triangles. Yeah, batting and backing. Those take up the biggest space. I don't have enough material to make. I've never been a hoarder of the fabric. When my husband started these shop hop things going on them, it's like, that's when I really started. Thank you, Kathy. Buying extra, 2-3 yards of this, yard of this, yard of this, because I knew about the 3-yard quilts. I figured if nothing else, my future great grandkids would have lots of quilts. My grandkids get quilts. Austin's received the most because he wears his out. The rest, they don't really like using them. They're too pretty to use, is what they always say. But I'm trying to teach my great grandkids. I made them use them. It's like, but don't use them for dog beds, curtains. If you want curtains, just let me know. I'll make curtains. And if you need something to cover the door, I'll go to Goodwill and find you an old blanket. Because doors are big draft holes. Okay, now I need the 2 short gray ones. Normally I have them all stacked up here in time. My house smells so good right now. It's like when I make a stew, I smell it, and then it's like all I am is hungry. Is Susan Munger's listening? Hi. Yes, we all do. There's one other person that can't comment, but I can't remember who it was. Because they said over on Rita's, that they could go in, but they couldn't, wasn't seen in the chat. But I have no idea. Nobody is blocked on my end. Nobody. The rude guys that was blocked are unblocked. Those were the actual spammers. The people you don't want to have in your concentrating on here and looking at chat. But it's like, I try not to block anybody. I stayed up and trying to get the binding on that quilt done last night. About 10:45, my fingers said, no, you can't do this. Next thing I know, I took a small cat nap, woke up and finished it. It was after midnight, but it got done. And then I put it in the wash, into the dryer with the color catchers. Not much was lost there. But if you're comfortable with a block, just make that block over and over again. Put it in a quilt. Put some sashing between it if you want to. If you don't, don't. Because my Swoon 16, which I call it the Swoon 20, it was supposed to have sashing. And I never went to the store to buy any because it's like it needed a certain gray. And I just didn't get to the store, so I tried it without the sashing. It'll still fit a double bed. It's still plenty big enough. I do have the one guest bed that, or two of them, that are full size. Making sure I'm not frozen. When chat doesn't move, it makes us wonder if we're froze, or makes me wonder if I'm froze. And being I chose to have baby reds, all I have to do is wash them because I'm not mashing them. I leave them whole. I'm not really a mashed potato person. I prefer just cut them, put butter on them, put the gravy on them. I like the chunky. And if I do have to mash them, they're chunky mashed potatoes. Hi, Jennifer. Going through scraps. I sew a lot. It's like, enlarge that picture back up there. Going through scraps, I see a lot of crumb blocks in the future as leader and enders. Yes. The way I've been doing these, I don't need the leader and enders. What do you do? I'll use your fabric. This is starched. And it's I just do the spray. Faultless Magic Sizing Finish. It's a very light. Yeah. This one here I didn't make as stiff, but it's still stiff. And some fabrics accept it better than others. This here feels super soft compared to these two. Oh, leave that on there. Have to grab a, see, what do I need? $12 and, I see, I just did the 12. Let's add them up here. So I just need to do a red strip. The little star just woke up. See, like I just had it out here. I guess it would help if I bring the black fabric with it. I need 2 8.5s. Kathy. Okay, Kathy, have a nice night. And yes, I always enjoy dinner with the family. Always do. Except for I think I'm going to take it down to every other Thursday. It's like, my son's just tired of eating salads. Is it what I really think it is? 8.5. Not worried about cutting that one right this minute. And Patty's saying she uses Stayflow. I know some people use the vodka starch, however that's made. And now Barbara wants to know where you're able to get it. This one. This one. 2 smalls and the large. What you doing? What you doing? Want the ball? Want this ball? Feel my, yeah. It's like, I know my local grocery store carries it, but they only carry 1 or 2. They don't get carried away. How about that? It's like, almost bought an 18-pack of eggs last night. It was $7.79 when all the rest was. They aren't making it anymore. It was what you're told. Oh no. So if you can find it, you better stock up if that's what you want to use. I heard everybody else just buys it off of Amazon. Yeah, Walmart's carried it. I heard people, local stores, Walmart. This is from a cleaning supply store. The big, have several branches. They might have it there. Just Google it. That's the main thing. Just Google it. I know the place I get mine says cleaning something. It's like, can't think of it off the top of my head. I get emails all the time from them. I live in an Amish community. It's a necessary staple. Yeah. Yeah, Patty G. A lot of people don't even know what an iron is. What the heck are we talking about, right? I'm back to using my 1995 model iron. 94, 95. I wore mine out. My girls each had one, so they give me theirs. Because that's what they asked for a graduation gift. I thought it was unusual, but that's what they asked for. That way they didn't have to borrow mom's all the time. And they got a choice of microwave or TV, and then they wanted the iron. Ronnie couldn't wait to move out. And Melinda, because she's going to college, when she moved out, there wasn't, they all shared. So they all picked something. I have a couple Amish irons. I want one of the old irons. I do. I want it not for a doorstop. I want it for, instead of putting a weight on my ruler, an exercise weight, I thought it'd be more complimentary to use the iron. I just want one of those. I used to use one of those that you sit on the old wood stove, get it nice and hot. One of our apartments, when I only had the 2 kids, well, 1 kid and the one on the way, they had the old wood cook stove. I used it more than I did anything, and I used my iron. They're designed with a butane tank. Yeah. I don't, can you hear the little star down here hitting her feet back and forth? He's having fun anyway. The other day I used her as the weight. Yes. I have not seen where those wooden clappers would do me any. And I don't know why you need to hold the heat longer, because I've had no problem with my iron pressing flat. Maybe because I use these older styles. I don't know. I know my grandma used to have one that sat. It was her door stop, or block the door open when you used to use the screen door for the air conditioning. Open a window and open your door. She had iron there. It's also a whipping if needed. It's like we used to have the old cast iron teapot thing. It wasn't really used for teapot. It was used for just heating water. And it got lost somewhere. All my cast iron stuff disappeared. My husband hated packing it because he said it was too heavy. But we moved 55 times before we settled here. Because he'd changed jobs or whatever. So I just never unpacked fully. With having the pieces ready, I sewed 2 blocks in 6 minutes. A little bit over, maybe a little over 6 minutes. So it won't take me long to have them all done. But I have to finish the flower one. Can't work with the bigger blocks with the little one. I have to have something that's more easy for my hand. One-handed sewing, you have to plan around a little more. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 blocks today. Hi, Courtney. But made 6 blocks today. Now I'm going to pick up the little star. You want up? You want up? You want up and say hi, bye to everybody? Yeah. It's like, got to bring back the little star, right? Oh, did Grandma cover your... Sorry. There. Look up there. Look where Grandma's finger is. Look where Grandma's finger is. Oops. Did you burp? Did you burp? That way, we've been on for an hour. Oh, Courtney isn't going on live today. She did a slip the other day, and she's still in too much pain, she said. So it's just, yeah. Terry says, sweet baby D. Yes. Are you watching those? See, watching the little things on the side of the screen up there. Or this. Let's see. Yep. This is what she's looking at. Yep. Now the elephant's missing. Oh, where'd the elephant go? She's so used to looking at the elephant up there. Okay. I can say make the best you can out of packing up. It gives you time to look all the way through it. And if you have to, make a decision. Keep her or yard sale possibly. But mark your box as well. Mark them well. It's like it can save a lot of. Barbara's packing. 30 years of stuff. I don't wish that upon anybody. The other day I needed more of that Rubbermaid stuff, and the box was because I bought it 5 years ago. It was down in the bottom corner over here. I had to take all that stuff out. And as I went through it, I seen what I could get rid of. It's a remnant from her home kitchen. Yep. They got some different uses for different things. I don't weight anything. I haven't had an issue. So I go, why mess with what working? I know a couple of different ladies have had to pack up several years. Like one I know was loss of a spouse, moving closer to her daughter, and packing up years and years and house and house. Yes, the little star isn't she? She's just looking at everything. But the sewing machine, the little light right here. She's fascinated by everything. She loves shiny things, things that she can't have. This is cold. This is cold. But I want to thank everybody for coming over. And I'll be back next week. It's like I don't have to sit for a phone line. But she's getting better at sitting and watching and participating. But I have her nap is usually at 1:30 my time. Yeah, I always keep the needle down because I'm afraid she's going to grab over there. Just like even though this is retracted, you store it someplace where she can't get it because it will still cut her. Hi, Sarah Stitches. Yes, you got 5. I have almost 2. Hi, Denise. Yeah, I have the wee one until she goes home tonight, which is usually about 7. Susan, take it easy packing. Don't hurt yourself. It's not worth it. You can walk around a box rather than strain your back. That's my suggestion to anybody moving. If you feel like you're about had it, don't do one more. It's like, don't do one more box. It's not worth it. But we'll see everybody. Yeah. Is she cute? I was going to put a little bow in her hair, but I can't get her to hold still long enough because I need 3 hands. Tell everybody bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Yep. We'll see you guys all next week. Probably catch you on somebody else's. But bye, everybody. Melanie says, bye, baby. Bye, everybody.